Good afternoon. It is Friday. It is a beautiful day. It's actually snowing outside, our first snow of the year. And I wanted to just briefly talk about when Christmas is not so merry. I know two couples who the husband went for a checkup because he was not feeling well, and several weeks later, he was gone. How do you deal with something like this? You know, when all of a sudden you are thrown into a whirlwind of confusion, of emotional chaos. You're right in the midst of the holidays, and it's a time of celebration and joy and tradition. How do you cope when sometimes even the holidays seem to magnify the loss? You know, the sadness just feels sadder, and loneliness can be pretty overwhelming. When you have experienced trauma, and it may not be the death of a loved one, it may be the end of a marriage or a relationship. Some people, the way that they're wired, their makeup, they like to be around other people. They embrace the busyness of the season because it helps to distract them. Others want the solitude of just being by themselves and their memories. Now, for those who want to encourage someone who may have gone through a trauma, we need to be able to respect their wishes as to how they want to spend the holidays and give them their space. If they're not wanting to participate in holiday events, that is okay, because we all grieve differently. And grieving doesn't stop just because it's Christmas. Now, if you are the one dealing with loss, you may want to make it clear to your loved ones as to how you want to spend the season. If you wish to go to a gathering, but you know that you don't want to stay very long, you may want to let the host know that. Just say, I am coming, but I will not stay long. That way there is no pressure for you to stay when it's time, when you know that you have to leave. If your mind and heart are not into all of this, you are allowed to just cancel the holiday. Yes, you can cancel the whole thing. Because if you're just going through the motions and feeling nothing, remove yourself from it all and just give yourself time to heal. It is extremely important. There will be other holidays. There will be other Christmases. Personally, when I have gone through something, like for example, when my marriage just imploded, I wanted to be left alone. I wanted to be by myself with my children. I did not want to receive telephone calls because it put me on the spot, and I may not have been in the right frame of mind to talk, or I might not have wanted to talk. I prefer that you email me or text me if you want to check on me. That way it allows me the opportunity to decide when to respond. There is no right or wrong on how to grieve, and no right or wrong on how to spend the holidays when you're grieving. You decide what is right for you. Neither should you feel guilty, because if you feel guilt and you feel the need to apologize, then you're essentially telling yourself that you're doing it wrong. And there's no wrong way of doing grieving. This is the time that you need to pull back and work through the process of the loss, of the trauma, and put everything aside, Christmas, holidays, everything, and just focus on yourself. Now, if there are children, children often seem to be the forgotten grievers. My suggestion is that if you cannot really spend much time with them, bring some friends and family to help you to maybe take them to some fun things if they want to do that, spend some time with them. However, they also may not want to participate in all of the holidays events. They may just want to be by themselves. And if that is what they want, that is what they need, just remain available, remain attentive and accessible in case they want to talk. It's a very natural thing to feel like you will never enjoy the holidays again, especially if a spouse, a big part of you, is gone. But I promise you that as you move forward and as you heal, you will find meaning in all of this. It may be different, you may celebrate different, but at some point you will come into that joy of the season. We have all had a Christmas without the Mary. I know that I've had several, and at the time it didn't seem like I would ever be able to enjoy Christmas again. But you do get to that point, and just take your time. Give yourself time to heal. Give yourself time to catch your footing. Give yourself time to just find that peace that you need to get settled again and to be able to just deal with things. Because the holidays is a very busy, fun, but at the same time chaotic. There can be a lot of stress about doing and getting it all just right. If you just need to push it all back, cancel it all until next year, do that. Please do that. This is your time. And the number one thing that you want to do is to be able to get yourself whole again. So until next time, I thank you, and kisses to my children. Have an amazing weekend, and I will see you next time.